everybody, welcome to a very special compilation episode of Bizarre Bits. It is I, your host as always, Tristan, and I am joined by my Power Rangers slash Sentai aficionado dude friend guy, Shay.
Hey guys.
And yeah, we're going to be playing the 4 Super Nintendo games that came out in America. There was one other one or 2 other ones that I found in Japanese, but I decided just to go with the whole, just the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series that were for the Super Nintendo. And my goal for Power Rangers is to try and play every single one. I don't know why I want to torture myself to do that, but I think it's fun just because, again, Shay likes Sentai quite a bit or whatever, and I just think it'd be really fun just to me play these games and then you perhaps to comment about the series itself, and I don't know, maybe they got something really bad in the games. I don't know. It's just an idea I have for this thing here. But let's get started with the first game. Alright, so as with the show, got the lightning bolt striking down and the guitar rock music, which I think is, you know, obviously very 90s, but I still think it's very catchy in terms of just like the musical score.
Yeah.
Holy shit, look at Billy. He looks like he's like he doesn't have any. He looks like he's just like one big blob, and then like his pants is engulfing him.
Well, because if you remember in the original show, he wore like overalls in the first season.
Yeah, and Jason looks like he was wearing skinny jeans along with Trini.
Yeah.
I gotta represent some Black power. Even though Zach wasn't my favorite, I gotta represent Black. Black History Month. Who knows when I'll be posting this? Is it me or does he look like he has like
Hammer pants.
Oh yeah, that's another reason why I chose it.
Oh.
Look at his mouth. He looks like he.
Oh.
It kind of looks like it's a lighter shade, right? So it's like that typical Japanese style of give the black people giant red ruby lips to make them look super, the Choco Love Syndrome. Even though Shaman King was definitely not the first to do that.
No.
Oh, sweet! Breakdance fighting.
Oh, did you know that Walter Jones, the actor that played Zack, he
was on The Shield. Have you seen that show?
No.
It was an FX show. Do you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
at least? Yeah, he was like a drug dealer. I'm like, black drug dealer, whatever. And then I'm like, holy shit, it's Zack from Power Rangers. Anyway, your story then.
The martial arts he supposedly invented in the show, he actually did attempt to create...
Trademark it?
Yeah, to create his own hip-hop kung fu. I'm not even joking. That it sounds as horrible as it
Power
looks.
Rangers actors are crazo in general.
Quite a few of them. During the 15th anniversary series, let's see.
Isn't Kimberly dead?
No,
she's not?
No, she's still alive.
Trini died?
Yeah, Trini died in 2001. Car accident.
That's a long time ago.
It was.
Was it because of drugs or just like randomly?
No, she got broadsided on the highway and she got thrown from her car.
Did she have any like history of like drugs or anything? I never really followed any of the Power Rangers after her.
Nope. She was really into martial arts and stuff, and she was on the TV adaptation of The Crow.
I didn't even know there's a TV adaptation of The Crow.
Yeah.
This is just turning into like a Power Rangers. Where are they now?
Yeah.
So we're glossing over some stuff. So with every single level of this game, which I played a lot of when I was a kid, just because I love Power Rangers, and because the Takora, my local video store, one of the few Super Nintendo games that they had, And I rented this quite a bit. Never bought it. I just played it a lot. I never beat it. I rented it just, on weekends when I didn't have anything else to do. I was like, hey, I kind of want to try and beat this again. Or, attempt to or whatever.
Right.
And every single level is basically this. You side-scroll, you punch dudes, and every single one plays exactly the same. They have different powers, like that's a little bomb thing, and he has an axe, but, Jason has a sword, and I think he has, like, lightning power if he uses special ability or whatever. That's pretty sweet, throwing a bench. Yeah, I don't know. It looks really good, actually. Do you think so?
Yeah.
I think it still looks, like, really good. This is why Super Nintendo games in general just, like, hold really well. Just because, like, the pixel art, they spent a lot of time on it.
Yeah.
I mean, not every Super Nintendo game they spent a lot of time on, but this one in particular, it looks like they really kind of gave it some love, I would say.
If you look at his helmet, he kind of looks like just a palette swap of red.
Yeah, I'm not saying
Oh,
that
no, I know.
They didn't take shortcuts.
It would have taken a lot longer to do individual things. Like, now they probably would have done it, but back then, I think when this game came out, they were still...
It came out in September of 1994, just as a side note.
Yeah, I think they're still wondering whether or not the show is going to last as long as it has.
I suppose, because the show started in 93, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought. So, yeah, I can understand why. It's actually surprising that it took as long as it did for it to come out, but I suppose a year after the show came out, because I believe when we discussed it on that podcast that we did, that may or may not be up by the time that this goes up, but I believe it was August of 93 is when the show started, so pretty much a year later to turn it out, I suppose.
And I mean, it's not like they had to do everything from scratch. They mostly just had to change the opening to incorporate the American characters. Because I know there is a version of this in Japan.
Is it the same one though?
You got me.
I actually let me pop this up here because I have the article open.
Oh, but for anyone that's wondering, during the mini boss fight in this, his name in Japan is Dora's Skull.
I remember.
I'm
not sure if I remember this from the whole.
I don't remember what
the show, or if I just remembered it from this game. But I like the monster design.
Yeah.
Actually. And also just like a sped up version of the theme song. Alright, I did it, I exploded the skull. So obviously not too terribly hard. I think this game is... You know what, I might have beat it, because I didn't beat the movie version. I beat this though. So that's basically all I want to show of this, but I kind of want to play as Billy because... Yeah... I just want to see how he fights, just because he looks so stupid. And I liked Billy.
I did too.
Why did they make him look like such a schmuck?
David Yost, the actor that plays Billy, I feel so bad for him. He just got the shaft so much in this show.
Actually, no, Shay. This game was an American game. They
Oh.
never made a Super Nintendo game for this. They made a game based on Car Ranger, based on the same style of this, though, for the Super Famicom. But it never came over here.
Oh, well, I suppose actually, I had read that Jew Ranger was not very popular, and it was on a list of shows to get canceled.
Yeah. Those animations for Billy were pretty funny, but I've had enough of just watching his dumb pants flail around. So let's jump ahead here to the Fighting Edition, a game that I don't know if I ever saw it in a store or knew about it really, but I must have seen it somewhere. So story mode, I wonder what this could possibly be.
Uh,
This game has pretty good pixel art too.
yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Actually, that looks really good. That looks really, really good. Okay, so transformation. Okay, let's see if these two fucking mechs will not control like driving two drunken babies in a tornado.
Actually, I think Nick had this game.
Did he? Maybe that's where I saw it. I never played it before now, though.
Yeah. Hey, wait a second. This fight's impossible.
Why?
You know why? Because the legs on the white robot are the legs to the other robot.
It kind of looks like that, yeah.
Because
Well, it's not like they're...
Juan Tiger was his own mech, and the other Die Rangers had their each individual Zords and stuff, but you couldn't have the two exist at the same time. It's just impossible.
Oh, well, obviously not going to exist at the same time. There's a lot of things that probably won't exist at the same time.
Like Zordon's head.
This is a dumb stage. Where is this? A computer?
This is the only way that this fight could happen.
By the way, the controls are really good.
Yeah.
It actually feels really nice. Lip Syncer. I don't recall that monster from the show. Do you?
Yes. It's the lipstick one.
Oh, I got that.
Oh. You know, I thought these villains were so cool back in the day. I think actually with God, I feel like with this bad guy, she was part of like a set. Because you had lipstick and you had like one that looked like a compact.
I thought everyone would say condom.
I don't think kids would get that.
Maybe it was an all-girls episode.
God, they were like sisters. It was one of the premieres of one of the mechs. Might have been this combo that you're using. But yeah. The bad guys in in Die Ranger were kind of weird. So there was no chance that our version would be any less weird.
This, yeah, I like this. The controls are actually really good. Whoa, I can pick her up? Yeah, throw women around.
Teaches you.
I don't really see a story. Oh, wait, hold on. I want a GIF of that. That was awesome. But I want to see what other modes are in here. Let's see what trial mode is. Wow, 8 playable characters. That is crazy. Oh, of course, the computer chooses the same exact person I just fought. Well, thank you. Thank you. Now I can show my people the same exact fight. Oh, look, exactly same fight because it's in front of them all.
Oh, get it?
Yeah, slamming women again. That's what Lord Zed does.
Lord Zed. God, I remember he was pretty scary when they first introduced him.
He's a fucking muscle brain, yeah. And he had like a voice like, ah!
He was always so angry.
I'm hailing Hitler, look at that.
Oh, man. But yeah.
He's like the Attack on Titan before Attack on Titans.
Oh my God.
I wonder if
he is a Titan.
I wonder if they got that inspiration from that. But whatever. Let's move on to the Power Rangers movie, the game, featuring Ivan Ooze. That's a weird trademark to trademark.
Featuring Ivan Ooze. Trademark. Oh God.
Billy still looks stupid.
Yeah. Oh my. They use.
But less so.
They use like him and Kimberly have like photos from the first season. Like the promotional shit they did.
I gotta go with Johnny with this one.
Just because he is the greatest.
How do I get him?
He's probably the most successful outside
I
the
was
show.
about to say that. Yeah.
Plus, he isn't a huge douchebag. At least he doesn't
What's-
seem like he is.
Wasn't Billy in a show? Wasn't he on like the TV series of Stargate?
Oh,
Or is it just someone that looked like him?
it's just someone that looks like him. No.
Ah.
David Yost has had a really horrible luck after this show. He, I think
Drugs?
he produces music now. No, he was on the show for almost like 10 years, and they stopped giving him like Power Ranger roles.
Yeah.
So he just became like scenery.
Oh, like just like props and stuff?
Yeah.
It's pretty shitty.
He became like the technical advisor for the group, and it was like, no.
Oh, so in this game you can just transform any time.
No.
When I chose black again, I forgot that he was black. Black History Month. This looks pretty similar to the other game. I'm sure they pretty much did probably the same engine, probably some palette swaps and stuff from the first game, I would imagine.
But at least you get the movie you get show bad guys that weren't in the TV version of the game.
Yeah. I played this game a lot too. They had of all their Super Nintendo games, I guess it was good on Decora's part to grab 2 Power Rangers games for the Super Nintendo, just because that's how just popular it was. I think they was just pretty easy to like, hey, what Super Nintendo game should I buy? Oh, I know, these Power Ranger ones. And well, I rented a lot. I must have, for both these games, I must have paid at least the game's amount for renting it, as many times as I did. And it's just fun, it's a brawler, so it's repetitive, but it controls well. It still looks pretty good, and I think the music is still pretty good too for both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So when my power gets all the way to the top, I just have my axe. That's kind of cool. So that I died. This game was a lot harder. My health bar is super low compared to the other one. I don't know if you noticed that. It was like a huge bar.
Yeah.
This one I just have like 5 little squares.
You can get hit 5 times before you die.
Now, I saw the Power Rangers movie. I literally could not tell you a single thing that happened. I remember there's one part where Ivan oozed and he had like ooze. That's all I can remember.
I could tell you the entire plot because.
Okay, were they in the mall?
No, they were never in the mall. They were never fighting robots either.
Yeah, where's the villain?
The beginning.
This robot's kicking my ass.
I thought it was really cool when it came out, but then like I was watching it with Nathan the other day, and there's that scene.
Oh, really?
There's that scene in the beginning with them skydiving, and I was like, wait a minute, what?
I remember that.
But yeah, skydiving, and then they immediately go from skydiving to rollerblading through the city.
Sounds amazing.
And then
I'm sure it's a good time.
They end up in a random quarry, and they morph and stuff, and
just a side note I forgot to mention. So September of '94 was the first game, and then pretty much
also
not even a year later, this game came out. Yeah, on June 30th, 1995. And I meant to put these in order, but I totally forgot. I forgot. But so this one came next. The fighting game came after that. Just 3 months after that was September of '95 for the fighting game, and then pretty much a year after that, in September of '96, was the last game that we're going to look at. So pretty much every September for the next 3 years, there's a game, And then the movie was just like a special release on June 30th, just to coincide with the movie or whatever.
Yeah. Power! Yeah. Oh.
Was this guy in the movie? I kind of remember him on the show,
Yeah,
I think.
he's a bad guy from the show.
Oh, sweet, I summoned a giant ball.
Gravity, that's his power.
Isn't it? Gravity's his power? Oh,
No,
shit.
he's a...
You know, I'm out of lives and I'm almost gonna die. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to show you to finish this.
Power!
Let's see how good I am. I'm just gonna be super cheap and just do this.
Hey, whatever gets you...
Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Shit. Oh shit. Yes, I did it. Wow.
Woo!
Meter Maniac.
Yeah, because the only bad guys in the show were... They had Rita and Zed for like 5 seconds. And they had this weird pig guy that was never in the show.
The Gladiator one?
No, he was just this pig that wore a monocle.
Oh.
And Goldar. And then Ivan
Sweet.
showed up, and he made these bird warriors.
Billy's on a boat.
I'm on a boat.
That was a crazy. Did that happen in the show?
No.
I mean, the movie? Were they on a carrier?
None of this happened.
Okay, yeah, he's pretty pathetic. I don't think I need to see much more of Billy fighting. Yep, he still punches like an idiot. Why did they have to make him so stupid for the game?
I don't know. I feel bad.
They must have really just like hated.
No one likes Billy.
Kids don't like Billy. Everyone hates nerds. Boy, how the times have changed, huh?
Yeah. Oh, have you watched Megaforce at all?
No. And we're gonna not talk about that because we're gonna talk about Power Rangers Zeo
Woo!
Battle Racers.
I have a computer game of Power Rangers Zeo.
Really?
I still have it actually too.
For the PC?
Yep. Well,
Oh.
it was for the Mac, but
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's even crazier.
yeah, I know, right?
Alright. Who should I be? I forgot these characters have really shitty... I should be that fat guy.
King Mondo?
These ones have the dumb face masks things that you hate.
I like this season.
No, they have the lips.
Oh yeah, lips are always buggy things, but at least they're the same color. I kind of forgive it if it's not like an obvious thing. This looks like Mario Kart.
Holy shit. Not only does this look like Mario Kart, this looks like the first fucking stage of Mario Kart. Exactly! And they only have... Okay, this control's fine or whatever, but these fucking sprites are fucking huge. There's only 4 of us. 4 laps to go? That was a fucking short... That was a short lap. Now, how do I shoot? There's no, like, bubbles or anything.
Huh.
You know, hey, this music's kind of cool.
Yeah. You can jump.
And I do like on the bottom how you can see people behind you. Because I remember you could do that for Mario Kart 64, but you had to push a button, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do it, but you'd have to, like, possibly give up seeing forward.
Oh, this sprite is so huge. Is that why we can... there's the button. Okay, Shay, the go button is B, and the shoot button is X. How do you hit go and hit the very top button? That's... You have to, like...
You have
I'm
to...
sprightly... I'm making my fingers super weird right now. Like I'm gonna pinch a nipple.
I'll say you gotta hit all the buttons at once then.
I just hold them all down. Well, that was fucking easy. No challenge. Yeah, they wanted to be different and not be a copycat, so like, we'll only put 4 in there and make these guys fucking huge. What should my name be? Nothing, I guess. I hit the wrong buttons. Alright. I guess she was only 2 seconds behind me, so I guess it's not that bad. Let's do one more race and see if this improves. So far, I'm least impressed with this game. What? This is Koopa Beach! What the fuck? Is that Cog Soldier fighting a crab? Oh look, I'm shooting balls at them. Power balls! Today's number is...
no,
This is fucking Koopa Beach. They have, like, the seaweed that slows you down exactly. I should, when I actually edit this video together, I should put a screenshot or, like, actually play some footage of Koopa Beach and match this up to it, because this is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, that thing that the cog is riding, that's actually what they ride in the show.
I don't remember them riding anything at all.
Because
let alone crabs.
It's flying right now, but when it lands, it's got spider legs that come out from the bottom, just fold down, and then it walks around with a Gatling gun just randomly shooting shit.
Hey, was Zeo, was it a car season?
Nope.
I don't think so.
It involved...
Did they have cars?
No.
Or bikes?
They had motorcycles.
Okay. Did they look like the little hover jets? That little...
Nope.
I'm going so fast, or this game is so easy that I'm gonna pass up the red.
Oh,
Look
wait.
at that. He looks like he's riding a little bicycle.
It kind of... No. Actually, it does... It looks like the thing he's riding.
Well, that's about as much as I can stomach as that game. Of that game. Whatever.
Oh.
So, this is actually a good crop of games. I think I would recommend everyone except for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're nothing spectacular, but I think, like, the music was good, especially for, you know, that age.
Yeah.
And I think the graphics hold up considerably well. I really like the pixel art just for, like, little small cutscenes things they had in the game, especially like the fighting one.
Yeah.
And so the fighting one didn't really have a really big cast. I mean, it looked like there was 4 Megazords, 2 monsters, Zed, and Goldar.
Yeah,
that is such a random listing of characters.
Yeah, the fighting game. Where is that?
It's crazy. I mean, I understand you can't put that many fighters, and I'm sure that was crunched, because I said every single year, every September, boom, 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 there's a game.
Yeah.
And they do that a lot. I mean, for like games nowadays, but I can imagine it wasn't. I can imagine like the development for these games wasn't as hard as they were for like the consoles nowadays, just because I don't know, they churn things out like quite a bit. Like all the Final Fantasies 7, 8, and 9 and 10 for America, they're all like a year or so apart, or pretty close. I believe. I don't look that up now because that's a separate podcast altogether. But
yeah.
So I mean, there's only so much they can do in a year for like a fighting game. But only having 8 people in it's pretty lame.
Weirdly,
I gotta say.
If you look at the battle roster, they have 2 completely different seasons. I know we mashed these 2 together, but they have the Die Ranger robots, which are the farthest one left and the farthest one right. And then in the middle you have the Kaku Ranger robots, which were our Ninja Zord season.
Yeah, that one is pretty odd. And then there's Goldar.
Zed.
I mean, I guess that makes sense because he was a main villain and Zed was the main villain or whatever.
Yeah.
But the lipstick monster and
the two random.
Do you know who that other one is?
I know he talked like he was from Texas.
A giant eyeball monster. What about are those 2 in the middle? Are those both from the Ninja season?
Yeah. What's really funny is The more streamlined one, the one that's closer to the left, it's kind of like the powered up version of the one on the right. The one on the right's the one that they start off with, and it actually takes them like, I think, almost like 10, 11 episodes before they get that second robot.
Hmm.
Because they're ninjas, so they have to learn like ninja arts and stuff, and they have to learn like a special summoning jutsu to summon each one of their animals.
Well, neato. Well, how would you? What would you recommend these games?
Uh, I would
I mean,
recommend the
you
first two, and even the movie. Just probably not that racing one.
that racing one is
I
racist.
think
Well,
I think Nintendo should have maybe put the kibosh on it.
well, it was exclusive for their system, so they're like, what the fuck do we care?
We're
We're getting
making
money from
rank.
we're getting money from this. Actually, I'm curious how well these things sold. But anyway, thank you, Shay, for joining me, and perhaps we'll do another episode of this.